first of all, would you mind telling the launch control community a little bit more about yourself, about your business, about everything personally and professionally?
Sure. I go by Mitch. My full name's Mishal Al Ibrahim, originally from Dubai. Amal here, the marketing manager. She's my sister. And we started caching homes a little over 5 years ago. We've been running, started off very slow, about $18,000. We've been running a little over 3x year over year. Last year, we did right around $1 million. And hopefully this year, shooting to four. We're texting massively. I don't know how many texts we're sending out, what, like 20,000 plus per day. So
Impressive.
we we know what we're doing. We've done well over 200 deals. I think we're probably in the 300 range by now. Um, that's pretty much it.
Wow. So sounds great. Sounds great for the start. Excellent, guys. You're really doing amazing. So how long have you been using launch control?
That's a question for Amal.
That's
Oh,
a good question. I think we started using launch control mid last year. So 6 months maybe, I think.
mm-hmm. All right. So you're still here. That's a good sign.
Yeah.
No,
We've been
just
around. We've been around with the texting platforms and the bunch of different marketing methods. And launch control, when we found it, I'm not gonna lie, just being totally honest here, it was gold. I could not believe that someone actually created like a program like this that was so focused on texting for our business. Definitely blows out the other options out the water. Super simple to set up the account, no extra steps, no third parties, no BS. Definitely goes by all the what do you call it? Like texting regulations, all of the what do you call them? The carrier rules too, right? On top of it, so it made it
very
super
important
easy
ones.
because that was the reason we came to launch control in the first place. We're having major issues with the other platforms we were using, and we had to find something new. Searched up a few people. You guys were definitely the best.
So you were looking for something new. So how did you find launch control? What led you to it?
Again, it was just the issues we had with the other companies. So we started Googling new texting
Oh,
platforms. We're familiar with most of the major players in the space, and Launch Control, as I said, was definitely our favorite.
awesome. Great to hear that. Can't lie, I love hearing that. And I hear that a lot, which is good.
Yeah.
All right. So can you tell us a little bit more about the impact that launch control had on your business?
I would say the main impact, like real major impact, other than just, oh, it's another texting platform, is, which I love, by the way, it made it really methodical about how you go about texting. Most of the platforms you use, it's kind of like, hey, shoot out this mass text, you'll get some replies, do whatever you want with the replies and kind of figure it out. Here, it's like, hey, you want specified templates. Here are the exact KPIs on each specific template. Here are the banned keywords. You can spin either words or messages. You have drip campaigns, which is crazy. And it just really took the texting to another level. Where texting needs to be, launch control kind of set that up and let you do the things that you didn't really have like the options for on many other platforms. So it allowed us to look at it as closely as we do, like let's say when we're doing direct mail or some of our cold calling, when you really need to be precise, make those minor adjustments that are total game changers. Launch control kind of let us do that with the platform that you have.
Yeah. So glad you find it user friendly in the first place. Great. It sounds like it helped you a little bit, a great deal actually, not rather than a little bit. So you mentioned
Yeah.
drips. What about following up in general? Would you mind elaborating on that, on your follow-up efforts? Do you use following up with the leads? Does that work for you?
I'm sorry. Give me 1 second, please.
Sure, take your time.
I have the dog. I have the dog, and the fence, the side gate was open. She just ran out, got outside.
All
Okay, I'm
right,
sorry.
and
I'm ready.
now I'm very sorry that your camera is off. I really wish I could mute him or her, but
All good. What was the question again?
yeah, the question was if you could tell us a little bit more about your follow-up efforts with launch controls and the impact of following up with your leads on closing your deals?
Okay, so I have a nice one for this. I have a nice story for you as well.
I'm all
Um,
ears.
the follow-up is key in whatever marketing method you do. It is mandatory, especially in the acquisitions, following up with your leads. In fact, we find that the ratio of deals done is a little in favor. It's about 50-50, but in favor of slightly follow-ups for where our deals come from in actual acquisitions once a lead comes in. Different marketing methods have different metrics for, the average amount of times before you get a response. For example, direct mail is like 13 to 14 pieces of mail on average before you get that response. Texting, I'm not sure what the exact metric is, but I know that those fresh lists definitely hit harder. And on the follow-ups, as I said, we rotate our accounts to try and hit those follow-ups as frequently as possible. What I love about Launch Control is that it keeps that 1 month cap. If you work with some other systems, they suggest like 15 days. Some of them don't let you do it until, a couple months down. And there are some that let you do it immediately. But I like that Launch Control suggests the 1 month. That way you're not hitting them too frequently or too hard. And we actually got sued last year by accidentally texting someone on the DNC. And that system allowed us to do like a little double text. So we would send a text and then an immediate, like within 3-4 seconds of follow-up, like John, question mark, things like that. And when we got sued for 2 texts, not 1. That's another thing about Launch Control. You guys filter out the DNC and all of that, the litigators naturally. So much better, so much easier. But yeah, definitely money is in the follow-up. You got to keep hitting the follow-ups. The drip campaigns are crazy. 1 month, I highly recommend the 1 month. In that same lawsuit that we got sued, we had 2 other major competitors here in Houston, 2 of the other real big wholesalers here. They had multiple offenses. This was all in the span of 1 month, by the way. She pulled every message that she got in 1 month, and there were 3 people that got hit. We got hit with 2. There was another one that got hit with 7 or 8, and someone got hit with like 24 or 25. It's almost like they texted every single day the same person who never answered. So very powerful, and definitely stick to that 1 month wait before you retext people.
Definitely a story worth sharing, and I'm glad that this year you cannot experience problems of that kind. So it's really good that you managed to find your way out of that, and of course you found a platform that can provide you with a with a satisfactory means of reaching out to your clients. Great. And it sounds like you're having a really great time working with your leads, closing your deals. So would you mind walking us through a recent deal? Any deal of your choice. Your favorite deal closed so far.
So from the time we've been using Launch Control, I haven't been doing the acquisitions myself, but I could tell you what I've heard and seen on our deals.
Sure.
On average, I'll tell you, a lead comes in, Launch Control, we don't text it back. If it's a lead that they want to sell, we don't call it back, we don't text it, nothing like that. We immediately send it over to our acquisitions to call. So it's outside of that space, immediately dial it, get that going on the phone, and then, if it's a quick deal, it's going to be in the next 1 to 2 weeks. They're going to get a contract signed, move clean to a close, very easy. We were talking about our KPIs a little while ago. I think it was last week or the week before with Amel. And Amel, you were saying, what was it? The majority of our deals are actually closed through Launch Control text, even though we have a big effort with the texting. There's actually a point in time where our cold calling expenses were about 3 times what we're doing in texting, how much it cost us to text, but we were texting so much more, and it was about, imagine, cold calling was 3 times more expensive. And the deals that came in were about 50-50, maybe slightly in favor of the texting of what was actually closing. Where did those leads come from? The majority, are right there, about 50% were from texting, and it was 3 times cheaper.
Yeah, I mean, cost per deal is always the lowest with texting, and you have chosen a very efficient combo. Texting and cold calling is currently the most popular method, the most popular method in marketing in general in real estate at this moment, and it works best. So good job.
Yeah.
Good work. Who takes care of your marketing? Amal, is that you?
Yeah.
Yes.
Genius. Well, you see, it definitely does work, and you guys are doing an excellent job right there. So since you are the wizards of launch control here, would you mind sharing any either launch control or general investing hacks with the community?
So launch control, I'll let Amal do, but general investing, I'll say if you're talking to people, whether it's acquisitions, dispositions, whatever it is, of course, you've heard the same things. Be consistent, follow up, keep doing those. But one of the biggest hacks that I would say is these two things right here as qualities. Okay, let's add a third one in. First, be boss. Be the boss. Speak with intention. Speak with confidence. Number two, be pushy. Don't take no for an answer. Whether they said wrong number, not interested, whatever, push it. Don't just leave it alone. They could be having a bad day. It could be just a moment, whatever. And third, speak with passion. Speak with those inflections in your voice. Put your heart into it. Show up with that 110%. Speak with passion. Put it into everything you say. It demands attention. And once you have attention, you can get connection. Connection equals rapport. Rapport equals deals. This is the formula.
That's a good one, not only for real estate, but for pretty much any industry there is where you work with people. Excellent advice. Thank you so much for that, Mitch.
Pleasure.
Amal, how about you on launch control?
I would really say that the trick to really getting launch control working for you is exactly what you said, which is the follow-ups and the drips. You need to continuously contact these people because just because they're not selling today doesn't mean they're not selling next week or next month or the month after. Not everybody will sell, obviously, but you really need to keep contacting because you never know when somebody's in a position where they have to sell and you could be messaging them at the perfect time.
Exactly. You never know when the perfect time is, and you never know when a no can turn into a yes. So, like Mitch said, keep pushing. That's really, really key. And I'm glad you guys just cracked the code and now you're using all of these accounts with so much success. Really, really, really good to see it. Awesome.
Yeah.
So since
Thank you.
You're more than welcome. It's always my pleasure to have conversations like this. So before we wrap it up, any last words of wisdom? Guys, anything you wanna share, you wanna add before I let you go?
I'll give you one more key. We have in Cashing Homes, we have 5 keys to success in this business. And I'm not going to share them all for the sake of time, but just the first one is speed. Number 1 of all the keys is speed. Follow up on that lead immediately. You don't want it to sit an hour. Call it. If someone says, I'm ready to meet, go right now. Don't wait overnight. If someone says, I'll call you back in 3 days, call them today, call them later today, call them tomorrow. Speed equals deals. We've stolen so many deals out of competition just from being faster.
Great piece of advice. Anything in addition to speed?
I think we're good. I'll end it right there.
All right. The rest can remain a secret.
You're going to get me talking for hours. I don't want to get riled up right now. You know, we have other work to do today. So no
We can arrange another call just for that.
You'll see it. You'll see it in the course at the end of this year. No worries.
Let me know about that one, of course. Do you want to introduce that to the audience?
No, it's not something developed yet, so it's all right.
All right. We'll talk about it next time. So everyone has a chance to hear more about it. But before that happens, Amal, Mitch, I really want to thank you for taking the time to jump on this call. It was really fantastic talking with you today. As you see, your account is working so great so far. You guys are, from what I see and from what I can tell after talking to you, you are doing excellent and you're about to do even better. So keep going, keep it up, and let's see those numbers boosted even more.
Yeah, let's go. Amazing.
All right. Thank you for your time one more time. Looking forward to our next meeting, by the way, which I hope we will have sometime soon to keep track of the progress. And by then, Take care. Thank you for everything. And hopefully we'll speak about the higher numbers soon enough.
Fantastic. Thank you so much, Jade.
Thank you.
No problem. Thank you. Have a great day and see you soon.
Thanks. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.